Welcome, fellow fans of Clash of Clans, to the story of the player that only had $5 a month to spend on mobile games, and they went directly to the best value anywhere. That's right, it's Gold Pass Clash, episode number 113. It is your host, Galadon. I am so excited you guys chose to stop by as we just are starting out the month of April in this episode, but we will get caught up with over 2 weeks of footage in one episode, so make sure you are subscribed because you do not want to miss out on all of the exciting action and, of course, the update information, because sneak peeks are sneak peeks, and I promise to bring you them. Okay, like I said, we are a little bit behind, but I'm trying to catch up, and also you'll see in just a couple of minutes why I'm not making more episodes about Gold Pass and No Cash Clash. It's just, well, pretty much impossible. All right, so here's a couple of upgrades that, of course, yes, we are still working on the Builder Hall, just not showing it that much. Also, not every single raid I do is massive. Some of them are really, really small. Some of them are these micro raids with just a little tiny bit of loot. I wanted to show you guys a couple of quick highlights just to prove to you that not every single one of my raids is a massive take. I mean, these are pretty pitiful numbers, but you know, that's why they're not in videos, but I just wanted you guys to see to prove that there are some really small raids happening as well in Gold Pass Clash. Okay, back to the upgrades. One builder free. You'll notice that we're just under 3,000 trophies. The plan right now is to let Gold Pass Clash drop, have No Cash Clash rise in trophies. As that trophy divergence happens, we're going to take a look and see where the better loot might be. In the meantime, trying to make sure we're always keeping the lab occupied and occasionally using the books that we have picked up along the way, say in the Gold Pass, to finish these longer upgrades. Now, I'm not a big fan of upgrading siege machines on these accounts simply because I have multiple accounts, and if you only have one account or you're donating with an account, then yes, you want to upgrade the workshop, the siege machines. But in this case, I've got maxed out Galadon in the same account. He's always going to be filling everybody's siege requests. So we do healers because we obviously want to work on our Clan War CWL army. We've got the book, finishing up the healers, and then I'm thinking something like maybe a skeleton spell. We do have an abundance of Dark Elixir right now, believe it or not. It's so easy to get. It's so easy to get more Dark Elixir. Now, let's move on to another day, another raid, another upgrade. As again, I told you, we're covering about 2 weeks of footage here. We've got the finally maxed out G-Dubs, that's right, the Grand Warden, and the maxed out Town Hall 13 Giga Inferno. So exciting stuff that makes me feel so much closer to Town Hall 14. And okay, we'll go over that in just a moment. You'll see that we're not actually that close. So yeah, okay. Royal Champion. Oh, we just need a few gems here. We'll spend 776 gems to. I'm kidding. Of course not. No, even on the Gold Pass account, gems are more valuable than that, and that is not where we are spending our gems, on resources. Okay, this is the tail end of a CWL attack. Pretty sure this was a maxed out Town Hall 14 that I just 3-starred with my Town Hall 13 Sneaky Goblins. Pretty sure. I have to go back and look, but just from memory. And let's see here. Got another couple of builders free, so we're going to start on air defenses. And now, I will upgrade a second air defense in today's video. Normally, I would suggest against that simply because the idea of having multiple air defenses down at once is generally not a good idea, but again, you do as I say, not as I do. I don't really care that much that, oh gee, half of my air defenses are down. But if you want to be really balanced, you should try to focus on, if you've got 4 upgrades going, maybe 2 air, 2 ground, a cannon, an archer tower, a wizard tower, and an air defense. Not all of the same one, even though it looks cooler. Okay, now we did actually have the Dark Elixir to get the Royal Champion going. So she's down, and we are off to the races again, picking up big raids. And for the most part, I'm just kind of showing you guys like the tail end of the raids because, well, let's be honest, it's probably the only really exciting part. Whether or not we get into the core, whether or not that invisibility spell is placed in the right spot, it was that time, and we pick up the 3-star of the loot and another pretty solid raid, nearly 2.8 million. So yes, the numbers are still really, really good down here below Champion League as a Town Hall 13. On to the next day, we've got a mortar and a hidden Tesla done, so we're off to the races to pick up as much loot as we can. And yes, of course, we're focusing on these points a little bit more this season because, as you guys remember, if you saw the episode, I nearly didn't unlock the custom skin at the end of the Gold Pass in March. So we are making sure we get there in April. In the meantime, what else? Oh yeah, we're finally going to upgrade the workshop here, but I only did this because I had so much elixir and I don't want to fully max out my walls yet. I'm trying to pace the walls so that they finish around the same time as all of the defenses. I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen. If I had to predict, we will finish walls long before we finish defenses. Always keeping sneaky goblins and super wall breakers boosted. Like I said, we're never really hurting for dark elixir. And here is another example of why the walls will likely be maxed out long before the defenses. And that is that when one builder comes free and you're nearly full of gold and elixir, what else are you going to do? You got to spend some of that elixir on walls, otherwise it's just going to be wasted, right? And elixir in the ocean is a bad thing. The pollution is terrible, so we try to spend it rather than waste it. So the upgrade, well, this is it. I told you I was going to do 2 air defenses at once. There it is. And I'll be honest, I don't really have any sort of set program or what I'm going to do as far as upgrades to defenses. You know, like I said, maybe rotate through them. For me, I don't know, just air defenses. I kind of want to get them out of the way so that we can focus on all of the things that have 2 levels to them. Okay, this is 5 days later. That is right, 5 days without really playing Gold Pass Clash at all. And we finally had that first builder come free with the Expo upgrade. So now we can get to work again. Now, of course, a good idea would have been to continue to raid during those 5 days so that when I logged on, I would have all of the loot I needed, but that didn't happen. So we're catching up. We're also picking up the Gold Pass points, and that is going to give us deeper discounts. And we want those deeper discounts. Oh yeah, we also had wall rings that I wanted to pick up from the pass as well. And so again, we're being forced to upgrade more walls against my will. Clash is forcing me to upgrade more walls because they're giving me all of these free wall rings. So there you go. We got that done. And what is up next? Oh yes, okay, so we've got 1 builder free, and we're going to do more walls because I ran into the same issue that you saw earlier. That elixir, especially now that we did the workshop, has nowhere else to go. Didn't I even finish gold mine upgrades? No, okay, we do have a few gold mine upgrades. So yes, I realized we could do that. But other than that, gold mines and walls, that's the only thing that remains. This expo, final expo that remains, so over a 14-day upgrade is done, and that'll be nice because finally that is one of the most important defenses. So yes, I do try to do the Inferno Towers and expos first. Okay, so how many defensive upgrades do I have left? Let me know in the comments if you know. I think it's 53, but let's start to keep track as we go to the status report for Gold Pass Clash of Clans, where yes, as I said, we are going to continue to lose some trophies, but it's okay because in the meantime, we are gaining all sorts of things like Gold Pass points and gems. We are picking up another over 200 gems. Come on, gems. There you go. All right, 231 gems today. And the heroes, finally, 2 heroes are fully maxed out, the Archer Queen and the Grand Warden. My next goals, let's start to track how many defense upgrades are left in this account and in No Cash Clash. Galafam, thank you for still being here. You know that I love, think about, and appreciate every single one of you every single day. So get out there, make the best of the rest of your day, week, month, and year. Be kind to other people, animals, and the planet. I'll see you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, what about the update? Sneak peeks, I need to know. Tell me, Galadon.